Well, President Donald Trump will nominate 2 judges to the federal bench in the Northern District of Mississippi. And while U.S. presidents make policy decisions daily, one of their most important decisions lie in the power of nominating those federal judges.
Allie Martin sat down with an attorney who is also an expert on constitutional law for an in-depth look at the president's role in shaping the federal courts.
In April, U.S. District Judge Sharon Aycock announced she was taking senior status, meaning she will still hear cases, but with a reduced caseload. U.S. District Judge Mike Mills announced his decision to take senior status nearly 4 years ago. Now President Donald Trump can nominate 2 federal judges to the Northern District.
One of the most important, and I would add enduring functions of any president is federal judicial appointments.
Abraham Hamilton III is general counsel for the American Family Association and an expert in constitutional law. Hamilton says with lifetime appointments, federal judges can shape the legal landscape for generations.
The decision that any president makes as to who they appoint to the federal bench, whether it be at the district court level, the appellate court level, or the Supreme Court level, will be the enduring remains of their legacy.
Recently, federal judges have issued injunctions seeking to prevent some of the president's executive orders from taking effect until questions of constitutionality can be ironed out. Hamilton says, according to the U.S. Constitution, the power of federal district court judges is limited.
The federal judiciary was to be one branch among the federal governmental apparatus, not to be the Supremes, because these are this is the branch that is the least accountable to the American citizens.
Hamilton says it's important that everyday citizens have a grasp of the Constitution.
A lot of the things that are happening, this kind of deference to the courts is happening because not many of the American people understand this. If you look at the Constitution, Articles 1, 2, and 3, one is longer than 2, 2 is longer than 3. Why is that? Because the Constitution doesn't, as is commonly understood, communicate co-equality amongst the federal branches of government as much as it is, as I mentioned earlier, a system of checks and balances and a separation of powers.
Hamilton says the Supreme Court will eventually hear challenges to issues such as immigration, DEI, and federal funding. The former prosecutor also says the role of presidents in shaping federal courts shows that elections have far-reaching and long-term consequences. Telling your story in Tupelo, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
Federal judicial nominations must be approved by the United States Senate. So far, President Trump has not nominated anyone for the seats in Mississippi's Northern District.